open up a window. I'm breathing in the last of September. I can feel the wind blow.
Hi sweet friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy you're here for this week's decorating video, and today we're going to be decorating the living room for fall. This is the last room on my main level that I have to decorate, so I can't wait to make it feel really cozy and warm and welcoming and bring in all those gorgeous fall colors. Of course, I have my sweet little helper Holstein with me today. He's supervising me while I decorate. But I did want to share that I had purchased 2 new bookshelves for either side of the fireplace. A few videos ago, I shared them with all of you, but I didn't end up loving them. They were from IKEA. They were in a warm brown. I just felt they didn't go with the space as well as the white ones, so I did return the brown ones and kept the white ones. And I'm still deciding what I want to use in here, but for now, I think these ones look so beautiful. So I'm going to start by decorating the mantle. I always love to add a decorative wreath to this gorgeous mirror here. I feel like it brings some fall color. And then I had this really pretty wheat. I love the burlap ribbon around the edges. I decided to add that for some height. And this cute little pumpkin is a new addition. I got this while I was out thrifting for only $5. I love the stone terracotta look. So I thought I would layer this onto the mantle as well as this cute little pumpkin that was also thrifted for only $1. I did purchase this pumpkin new this year. The gold stem on it is so gorgeous. It's one of those soft pillow pumpkins, but I love that bright burnt orange color, so I decided to stack that on the other side of the mirror. And then I had this gorgeous garland. I actually purchased 2 of these this year. I used the other one in the dining room, but the colors are so pretty. There's some hints of yellow, and I love the green. So I did just use one of my 3M hooks. I attached one to each side, and then I'm just going to drape this garland right across the mantle. Typically when I'm decorating, I use more natural looking leaves, but for some reason I was so drawn to these. I purchased a few of these a few years ago, and I just cut the leaves into little sections, and I decided to layer this into the garland, and the bright burnt orange with the yellow is so pretty. And to me, it's just those traditional fall colors that I absolutely love. And this was such an easy, inexpensive way to bring in some color into the garland. Just by adding a few of these little branches, it instantly brightened it and made it feel so festive. For some texture, I'm going to go in with these almost berry looking twigs. I purchased these from Michael's a few years ago. It was one large stem, and then I just broke it into little pieces and decided to layer this into the garland as well. I think this is looking so pretty. It's definitely a lot more simplistic than I usually do if you've watched some of my other fall videos, but sometimes I think simple can be really elegant and pretty, and I wanted to add a lot more decor to my bookshelves, so I thought if I kept it a little bit more simple on the mantle, it would balance the look of the whole room. But of course, now I'm going to go in with some twinkle lights. I purchased these ones, I believe, from either Michael's or Costco. Costco brings them out every year around Christmas, and I do need to stock up again because I feel like they've disappeared. I can't find a lot of them in my collection, and I love to use these little fairy lights throughout my home in the fall and Christmas. You guys will have to let me know in the comments if you've done any fun fall activities. I can't wait to go to the apple orchard. It's something that I always look forward to doing, and the one that I always go to is now open, so I'm hoping to do that maybe this upcoming weekend. But let me know if you've done anything fun and what your favorite fall activities are. Moving over to my bookshelves, I have this gorgeous glass pumpkin. I did purchase this new this year from HomeSense. It was $9.99, but I fell in love with that gorgeous brown amber color. I've really been trying to incorporate more browns into my decor. I just think it brings so much warmth. I have this sweet little wood bowl, and I decided to add this gourd to it. I feel like in order to have things pop, it helps to have some darker pieces on my bookshelf. And then I'm going to add this cute little pumpkin stem that I purchased from Michael's. If you missed my last video, it was a thrift with me video, and I purchased a bunch of books from a thrift store that I absolutely love. They had so many books on sale for $1. I was looking for some burgundy ones and found so many. And then I have this gorgeous book stack. I had this custom made with my husband's, my name, and Holstein's. And I thought, why not display it? It's one of my favorite pieces. I just had it tucked away in my bedroom, but I thought it would look so pretty in the living room. And then I'm going to layer on this really pretty glass pumpkin. I absolutely love the shape of this basket. I believe it was from HomeSense, and I have 2 of them that I'm going to use on each side of my bookshelf. But I thought it would be so fun to fill it with pumpkins. You guys will have to let me know when I do my home tour how many pumpkins I have out this year. I'm not even sure how many, but it is a lot, and it's making me so happy. So let me know in the comments if you love pumpkins as much as I do. I purchased this little acorn from Michael's this year. It was buy one, get one free. I thought that was a great price, and typically I don't find a lot of acorns when I'm out shopping, so I decided to buy 2 of those, and then I'm going to tuck in this really gorgeous leaf that ties into the mantle. I was looking through the books that I purchased from the thrift store, and I thought it was so neat that they had these old bookmarks in here. I remember when I was young and I would go to the library, you would put your name in that little card. Just such a good memory growing up, and it brought back a lot of memories from childhood. Let me know if you guys remember that also when you sign a book out from the library, if you would put your name and the date on that little card. To bring in a little bit more texture, I'm adding this really wispy wreath, and then I'm going to layer in a pumpkin over top of this book with another leaf. I thought it just helped bring in those bright colors from the mantle onto the bookshelves. And again, I'm adding more books. I think these are not only decorative, but I also plan to read a bunch of them if I have some spare time. And then on this shelf, I'm going to add this gorgeous print. I have 2 of these, and I believe I got them from HomeSense last year. Aren't the color of the stems on here is so gorgeous? These are my favorite fall colors. My husband took me on a drive through the country on the weekend, and I was just in awe of the beautiful fall colors. The leaves were changing, and the crops were being harvested, and the animals were out, and it just made me so happy. This time of year is truly one of my favorites. Let me know if fall is your favorite or if you have a different favorite season, but I'm trying to soak every little moment in because I know it's already going by so fast. Moving on to the last shelf, I am going to keep it pretty simple. I just thought the other shelves were quite full, so I'm adding this bowl with this soft plushy pumpkin. I love the plush pumpkins. I think they're so amazing because you can use them on the couch, in your bedroom, on a shelf. There's so many uses, and they're so soft and cozy. I think this bookshelf turned out so pretty. It's probably one of my favorite ones I've done for fall. I think it's really well balanced. It has all the gorgeous colors I was looking for, and then the warmth from those cozy candlesticks. So we're going to move over to the other side now. Typically when I'm decorating my bookshelves, I do try to keep them somewhat symmetrical on each side. I don't know if you're the same way when you decorate, but I just feel like it's more pleasing to my eye. I did purchase this vase a few years ago from the thrift shop, and I thought the brown color would be perfect for fall. I also have this cute little pumpkin dish. This was a thrifted find for $2.99. I have a lot of thrifted fall decor, I'm realizing when I was looking at my decor stash, but I definitely have to go through my fall decor and just kind of purge some of the items that I'm probably no longer going to use. I want to get a little bit better at that. I kind of know what I might not love as much anymore, and I feel like it just makes it a little bit more manageable when you keep only the decor that you really love. I am keeping this basket the same way that I did on the other side, just adding more books to bring in some warmth and break up all that white from the bookshelves. And then I have this really pretty jug. I decided to add a really nice stem. It matches that wispy wreath that I added to the other side, and I'm just going to layer in a few more books. You guys will have to let me know in the comments what you've been up to. I'm trying to plan something special for my husband. He has a big birthday coming up October 1st. So I'm trying to think of something really nice that I can do for him. So let me know if you guys have any suggestions in the comments. I find it can be really hard to shop for men in general. And my husband is someone that always says he has everything that he needs, which he does. But I really wanted to do something kind and thoughtful and maybe something a little bit special because it is such a big birthday this year. So I would love to hear in the comments if you have any suggestions or little ways that you show your spouse that you love them. He definitely does so much for our family, and I really want him to feel loved and special on his birthday. As I'm editing this video and watching sweet little Holstein, I think he's so adorable. He just loves to watch me. Whatever I'm doing, he follows me around the house. I definitely think it's a Shih Tzu in him because he's part Bichon, part Shih Tzu. And I feel like the Shih Tzus are just a little bit more clingy. We had a Bichon Frise growing up and he was very independent, but I feel like Holstein's definitely a little clinger, but I wouldn't have it any other way. He's definitely the sweetest little boy and he's brought me so much joy. So I think the bookshelves look so warm and cozy. They're everything that I wanted them to be. You'll have to let me know what you think in the comments. But we're going to move to this little table now. I did have this cute little sign that says Welcome Fall. It's actually one you can hang from the Dollar Tree. But I thought it would be so pretty to add this here and just welcome guests into the living room. And then I have these coasters. I purchased these a few years ago. I believe they're Ray Dunn and I love that bright pop of orange. For a little bit of height, I'm going to add this tall candlestick. And then I have one of my favorite candles from the Dublin Mercantile. I believe it's buttered maple and it smells so good. I've had this candle now for a few years at least, and I bring it out every year and burn it, and it's still going strong. I feel like I might have this still in 10 years. It's like this candle never dissipates, even though I burn it quite often, but it makes the whole house smell so amazing. When I was out shopping at IKEA for my bookcases, I saw these really gorgeous pillow covers. I believe they were only $6 or $7 each. And I've actually never bought pillow covers really before that I can think of because they're hard to find here in Canada. And I typically don't order off Amazon a lot. So I thought I would buy those. And I'm so in love with pillow covers now. They take up so much less room. And I think it's going to be so much easier to store them. So I did have to move little Holstein out of the way. He was all comfy in his spot, but I gave him lots of belly rubs. He loves belly rubs, and I'm just going to layer in these 3 pillows. I think they all go together so well, and I knew as soon as I laid these pillows out, little Holstein was going to get comfortable right away. Probably one of the things that brings me the most joy in life is seeing little Holstein content and happy. And I'm sure you guys feel that way about your pets too. He just means everything to me. And seeing him lay on the cozy pillows or on a warm fuzzy blanket, just looking so happy and content, is truly one of my greatest joys. So I have this ottoman to the left here. We typically don't sit on it. I thought I would add this wispy wreath that matches the one on the bookshelves, and then I'm going to layer in this rattan pumpkin. I used quite a few of these in my dining room, so just to pull in that texture. And then my favorite lantern is this one. I have a few of these. They're from Coziest, and in the evening they look so gorgeous and realistic. This room is turning out even better than I imagined. I admit when I started decorating it, I was kind of in a decorating rut. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, but I think it turned out so pretty. And now I'm going to add in this gorgeous blanket. I did purchase it new this year and I fell in love with it. I love that bright burnt orange as well as the subtle pumpkins on it. I think it's so perfect and it ties in so well to my dining room table and all the colors that I used in this room. I typically try and film a lot of my fall decor in the evening so you can see all the lights because I try to use a lot of candle lights, twinkle lights, lanterns. But it was such a gorgeous day, and sometimes I feel like in the natural light you can really see the colors and the beauty of the whole room. So I'm going to show some night clips at the end just so you can see how beautiful everything looks in the evening. So we're going to move over to this little stool here. I kind of use it as a side table. To it, I'm going to add another lantern as well as this cute little thrifted pumpkin. You guys will have to let me know in the comments what you think of how the living room turned out. I can't wait to share a home tour with you guys, and you can see how well the dining room and the kitchen decor go so well together with the living room. I think everything flows together really well. I do plan on decorating my porch hopefully this weekend. I'm definitely a little bit behind, but I hope to get lots more fall inspiration out. I want to decorate my loft upstairs also, so let me know if you'd like to see that. But I will just include some clips now of how everything looks as well as the night clips. And I just wanted to thank you so much for coming and spending some time with me every week on my channel. I am truly so grateful for each and every one of you. But friends, until the next video, take care and God bless.
Open up the window. I'm breathing in the last of September. I can feel the wind blow, and the late summer sky is like a giant